Jason. I know this is weird. It's not my usual space. I'm actually in a hotel room in Seattle, Washington. I really wanted to film this video before I left, and I was just going to do it later, but honestly, I haven't been this excited about a phone in a long time, so I decided to just film it here. And the reason why it's got me so excited, when you look at the big players in the space, they've kind of defined what a modern smartphone should be, and virtually everyone else has taken to copying their designs, which has made a lot of phones look and feel very similar. But the one company that I feel as though is really pushing the envelope when it comes to redefining the smartphone is the company Nothing, and I feel as though that sentiment is perfectly exemplified by their latest offering, the Nothing Phone 4a Pro. It doesn't take much to notice that this phone is not exactly following the beaten path that everyone else seems to be traveling on, and instead seems to be blazing its own trail in a pretty in-your-face kind of way. But in order to really see if the Nothing 4a Pro is actually a phone that can push the medium forward, I tested it out for a week so I can get a better understanding of the good and the bad with this device, all in an effort to help you decide if the Nothing 4a Pro is the right phone for you. Now, before we jump in, a real quick plug for the JSL newsletter. I send subscribers out a brand new full-res wallpaper every single week, as well as links to really good tech deals and fun articles written by me. It's totally free. The link to subscribe will be in the description down below. Okay, first, let's just jump into the physical design of the Nothing 4a Pro. To say that this phone looks unique is a bit of an understatement, to say the least. One of the things Nothing has done to make this phone a bit more premium is go with an all-metal design. The entire body is made out of aluminum, and it definitely adds a good amount of heft to the phone. And rather than making it all polished and clean, the aluminum on the 4a Pro has a very industrial finish. It's not really matte or brushed. It's the kind of finish that you'd see on a heavy-duty appliance. Yes, it picks up smudges and fingerprints kind of easily, but this makes the phone feel a lot more rugged than luxury, which I think better fits the aesthetic. This is mainly because this cold metal look and feel pairs nicely with what has to be the most attention-grabbing physical feature of the 4a Pro, and that's the camera housing. It takes up almost a third of the entire backside of the device. It has Nothing's signature see-through transparent design, and it has a much larger version of Nothing's glyph matrix, a design element that gives this phone a very retro futuristic vibe. This little pixelated screen can be customized to show you a particular pattern or image, to notify you of a specific app notification or when someone is specifically calling, and other things that are baked into the OS, like adjusting the volume. Now, I do appreciate the customization that you can do with the glyph matrix, and I have to admit, I do like it, and I think it's helpful for when you're busy and you don't want to be looking at your phone all day, but the notification stays on all the time until you open your phone. I kind of wish it went away after a little bit and then comes back when I lift the phone up, because having it on all the time for some reason kind of makes me anxious. Plus, even though I think this looks cool now, I recognize that with such a unique design, it can be a bit more polarizing, and I'm not sure how well this look will age the longer that I use this device. Now, when you flip the Nothing 4a Pro around, you get a 6.8-inch AMOLED display, another area of the phone that Nothing did a really good job with. Starting with immersiveness, this phone is actually slightly smaller in dimensions compared to the more budget Nothing 4a, but the bezel on the 4a Pro is noticeably thinner, so it makes consuming content on this phone super engaging. Plus, the screen is equipped with a 144Hz variable refresh rate, so the motion smoothness is fantastic, scrolling is silky smooth, and generally speaking, Nothing OS seems to be really well optimized, as everything is snappy and jitter-free, even though it doesn't have the fastest processor out there. This phone is equipped with the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 chip, a respectable mobile processor that again is able to handle all the normal day-to-day things that you do on your phone, like it's a walk in the park. Even gaming is not really a heavy lift for the 4a Pro, and the same goes with basic AI features. You get direct access to Gemini features like Circle to Search and Gemini Live, which in my opinion are the key AI features that you actually would want and need, and it's great that they're both natively available on Nothing OS. Plus, and I take this as a positive, Nothing seems to be making it a point to actively not drown their phones with random kind of bloated AI features, unlike every other phone manufacturer out there. This is mainly because I think Nothing recognizes that a lot of the AI features companies are ramming into their phones are mostly just gimmicky slop that just adds a lot of bloat, and it's kind of refreshing having a phone that's not trying to steer you towards AI with every single swipe. Now, this phone has a pretty decently sized 5080 mAh battery that has been performing pretty well, getting around 7 hours of screen on time, even with the high refresh rate locked at 144Hz. It also supports 50-watt fast wired charging, but as a cost-saving measure, Nothing decided to have no wireless charging whatsoever on the 4a Pro, which is kind of wild in 2026, but I kind of get why they did it. But where Nothing didn't cheap out is with its cameras, because the 4a Pro has a pretty professional camera suite. It has a triple camera setup on the rear with the 50 megapixel main shooter, a 50 megapixel 3x zoom, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 32 megapixel selfie camera. And by and large, probably the area in which I've seen the most improvement from Nothing is with their image quality. The pictures that you're able to get out of this phone are really good. They're sharp with bright saturated colors, and because you have so many focal ranges to choose from, it's an extremely versatile camera suite. I found the selfie camera to do especially well over the past week. Its higher megapixel count makes for tack-sharp selfies that look great, better than what I was expecting given this price point. Now, it can overdo it with some artificial HDRing and some sharpening to give it that overly digital look, but generally speaking, the image quality that you're able to get out of the Nothing 4a Pro exceeds expectations. Now, this phone can also shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second, and it's decent. The video comes off sharp and does okay with colors, but it's limited to just 30 FPS. It would have been nice to get 24 and 60 frames at this resolution, but you can shoot up to 120 FPS in 1080p. So the video capability on the 4a Pro is not at the same level as its still image capability, but the overall camera experience on this phone is better than expected. And I keep putting it that way because one of the most important factors associated with the Nothing 4a Pro is its price. The base model of this phone starts at a very reasonable $499, and simply put, at that price, I feel as though the 4a Pro punches way above its weight class. You get a triple camera setup on the back that pumps out great pictures, and a software experience that is at a flagship level. I mean, just compare what the Nothing 4a Pro has in comparison to the new Pixel 10a that is made out of plastic and is very much a mid-tier device, or even the new iPhone 17e that is $100 more expensive but only has one camera on the back and a very dated 60Hz display. The Nothing 4a Pro almost seems a league ahead of these phones, and I think the small concessions Nothing did to get there were really smart. Now that said, the real test for the 4a Pro is going to be long-term performance, and it's way too early to determine how it's going to do over time, but for the here and now, there's no denying that this phone offers a ton of value to their customers, and I'm excited to see what else Nothing does in the future. But hey, that's just me, and I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the Nothing 4a Pro? Are you as impressed as I am? Or do you think this phone is overhyped? Curious to get your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And in case you guys missed my review of the Pixel 10a and the iPhone 17e, definitely check them out here. You're not going to want to miss them.